Yeah, I know. You wanted to dog it. I could see it in your face.
Stand by.
Standing.
Squatting.
Well, okay, stream is now live. Coming off of the music in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live segment of our show. We're getting ready to record tonight's episode 24 with a special guest. It's going to be Kevin Kurz from The Athletic. So he's due to be here in about next half an hour. So we don't have much time. Probably take about 15, 20 minutes to take your questions. So go ahead and shoot them over. And Joe's with us here. He's going to read them off. So, we're excited to have Kersey on here. And excited to talk about Sharks hockey with him. He probably has one of the best inside views of the team. He's been around since 2011. So he knows just about every single player that's been there a long time. I hope you guys watched the last couple episodes. Last week we had Dan Ruzanowski on, which was amazing.
Awesome.
We talked about his book, which we got on the set in the back over there. These Walls Could Talk. Paul and Jason actually got to go to the San Jose Sports Hall of Fame dinner where Nabokov was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And it's a short, 15-minute video or so, and I definitely check it out if you haven't already. Pretty good insight, and at the very, very, very end, there's a nice little, I don't know if I want to spoil it, not that it's that big of a surprise, but
no, go ahead. Yeah.
Nabby's son was there. She's not on camera, but you can hear him talking. He had heard of us, which is pretty cool. So he knew who we were. I was like,
Like, would you like a sticker or something? You know, like, do you know who we are? Actually, yeah, I do. I know who you are. It's like, what? It was just really cool, yeah.
That was pretty sweet. So Paul's writing up on the board right now.
Yeah.
And you're going to see his...
Actually, you
half
got
my noggin.
No, you got your in frame. You're actually there.
Oh, you can see his squirrel growing.
Hang on, let me.
The what?
The squirrel growing on
The squirrel?
his lip.
Yeah.
No, that was a gerbil.
Gerbil.
It's getting bigger, that's why. Next episode will be a wolf. Whoa. He's got the volume up loud in the editor's room there.
Whoops.
Well, no, I think that was also me too, because I didn't have this muted, and I'm streaming to watch ourselves, so I can get questions.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And all of a sudden we got the feedback.
Yeah, there you go. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send those in.
For anyone who's not deaf after that happened.
Yeah.
Well, we do.
Was that what they were hearing too?
I think so.
I'm so sorry for that. Jeez. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to put those in the comments there, and we'll go ahead and field those as we go. Actually, one other thing.
Go ahead.
The mobro.co. Again, I'm not growing this just to annoy everybody else. Please, if you can find it within yourself, to just give $1 even, whatever it is. It's going for a good cause. So please do that. mobro.co/thefin-factor, and anything helps. Just say that. So thank you very much for your consideration.
We will be getting our swag hopefully next week or two. Nice. It's been ordered. Now we're just waiting on it. We'll have hats, T-shirts, and more T-shirts. I guess that's all we got. We got 4 different types of T-shirts and 1 type of hat. We're keeping it simple.
The hats, though, the nice thing about the hats being the snapback style is that it doesn't matter what size head you have.
Yeah.
You'll be able to adjust to it, as opposed to the small, medium / large, extra large.
Oh, you got a sample?
Because my head's kind of like between that medium, large.
Unless you're Pierce. I don't know if Pierce is watching right now.
Yeah, he's the what do we call him?
The one guy in Australia.
The stretcher.
Yeah.
It's a buddy of ours from high school who now lives in Australia. Huge head. Huge. I mean, it's amazing.
I had some of those large, like the ones that were like large, medium, the flex fit ones.
Yeah.
That were too small because it just depends on how they cut them that day, and they're close enough. And I had him wear one for a week, and I came back. I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like an orange
all of a sudden it's just.
It's got its own solar system. The other thing we got is I'll put this up here for now, the Google Home giveaway. We got another week of that. We're going to pick a winner next week. So fantastic for your own house. And if you already have one and you win it, a fantastic gift that you didn't have to buy on Black Friday. Right, someone else's house.
Okay.
Sweet.
So that's the puffy that we're talking about. So this is a friend of our producer, the Black Series Rebels show.
If you're a Star Wars fan, you should check them out.
Yeah.
They're very similar to our show, I guess.
In
Except
layout
it's
and
Star
everything
Wars.
else.
Yeah.
also
but you
been
can
around
see,
longer.
so our hats are going to be black and teal instead of
Yeah.
orange, but you can see how thick the
Very
logo is going to be.
Puffy stitching, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're really very nice hats.
Oh,
I can't
didn't
wait.
know if we had multicolored. Or
Yeah,
not.
I don't know if we do. That's cool. I'm good with that. But yeah, definitely a nice hat.
I know they put
high quality stuff.
The Finn logo, I think, is right here.
Yeah, they
right?
put our little Finn logo on
Nice.
there. Which there's something else new on the set. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh,
The gigantic
hey.
purple. Yeah, I bought
Yeah.
that today because anybody who knows me probably already knows. When I was in college, I lost my mom to cancer, pancreatic cancer, and something I've always wanted to do was to get a purple jersey. And I saw it there today, and it was my size, and I just said, to hell with it, I'm going for it. So, yeah, I was able to pick one up, and I thought it was really cool. If you want to show them right at the bottom there, it says
I
I
was gonna
Fight
say,
4.
you can eat that
And
umbrella.
I can write like my mom's name, Betty, on there. Really cool. So,
Be nice to get
yeah, I just
stitched
wanted to
in
pick.
there.
Yeah, I can get it stitched or whatever the case is. Yeah, nice big Hockey Fights Cancer thing on the right arm there.
Is there the same thing on the left or?
No, it's just on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On the left.
But yeah, just really cool. So I picked that up today.
It's so soft.
I know.
Well,
Different.
I have actual questions now.
Oh,
so guys,
okay.
I have a couple
All right, let's hit it.
James Federico would like to know: do you guys see the Sharks going after William Nylander? via
Nylander?
trade?
Nylander.
No, I don't
No,
think so.
Nylander.
I don't think. I don't know if Toronto's going to deal him or not. I think. It's one of those situations where a team should move someone, and that makes it harder for them to move, because now people know that
Yeah.
they have to move him, and so they're going to lowball him,
Yeah.
and they're not going to want to get rid of him for nothing or low or whatever.
But then the team that acquires him is going to have to pay big money
right.
to
But
re-up
most
him.
teams will be like, "We'll do it because we know what he can do."
Yeah.
I
Relating to the Sharks, though.
I don't see the Sharks doing it.
Yeah.
We're already in a problem, and I think we're going to talk about Pavelski, right? You can add that to the Pavelski thing about the contract, because now everyone's talking about how he's scoring like crazy, and now Doug Wilson's going to have a hard time figuring out if they're going to re-sign him or not.
Right.
I have my own
Yeah.
thoughts on that, but
Yeah.
no, I don't think they should go after Nylander. I think trading away any pieces would be silly. I don't think Nylander, bringing him in, it's not like the Sharks need to shake up, especially on offense. So I don't see it. I think it'd be fun to dream about, but I really don't see that happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I think he's a phenomenal talent. And again, you might get mad at me for saying this, but from the video game standpoint, it would be an awesome move.
Yeah.
In a real life standpoint, I think there's nobody that I would take off of the roster. Even though Nylander might be a better player, there's nobody I would take off of this roster and put Nylander in for necessarily right now, at least. I think everyone that's playing is doing a good job, and they're sending the wrong message to unload anybody off of this
Think about
team.
the growing pains that Carlson just went through to score his first
That's
goal,
true.
21 games. Now
Yeah.
imagine that with Nylander trying to learn his teammates and the system. That's going to take another 15, 20 games.
Yeah,
It's
sure,
just not worth
sure,
it.
yeah.
Question here, Matthew, and I apologize for your last name here, but I think it's
Just Matthew. What's
and
up, Matthew?
it's Matthew A. There you go.
Hey.
No. What are your thoughts on Eric's first goal? And I know this is something that I think you guys and maybe even like, Rusanowski might have been mentioning last week, was what do you guys think that now he's gotten the first goal out of the way, will that open the floodgates, so to speak?
I think so. I think he's already got 5 points in his last 3 games. I think the goal is awesome. He ripped it, and he's had chances like that.
That was his third
Yeah.
shot in that game that he was like, this is going in, and it
Yeah.
was like barely missed. Did he have a crossbar in one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the floodgates are going to open. I've talked about this since the beginning of the season. Burns and Carlson are both going to get 60 points. Carlson's up to 10 points now,
I'll look it up for
maybe
you.
12 points, I think, in 21 games or something like that. Now you're just going to see him string together games where he's going to get a point or two, and because he's just going to get his points. You mean you've seen the progression of him on the Sharks, and was it 12 points?
12 points, 1 goal. So
Yeah,
11 assists so far.
yeah. I think he's just going to consistently put up points, and I also think the team, after they had the meeting after the Toronto game, they're going to buckle down on defense a little bit more too. So we'll see scoring come down a little bit more, but more 1-goal wins than 3-goal
Blowouts.
losses
Yeah.
or even wins. Like there's not going to be that many blowouts.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was an awesome goal. I mean, he was very fortunate bounce. I'll say that, but man, he got all of it.
Oh, he knows how to read those though. Like he knew that was coming.
Yeah.
On a personal note, I'm very excited because I traded Chabot from Ottawa.
Shabbat. Yeah.
Is it Shabbat
I
or
think it's
Chabot?
Shabbat.
Oh,
Where's Dan?
Where's Dan?
Yeah.
Traded him straight up for Carlson, and this was over a week ago. This was before he went on this streak just now,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yes, because he's gonna. There's a whole thing on Shabbat.
Yeah.
He has the most secondary assists, which is very hard to predict that you're gonna keep that rate going.
Okay.
You're most likely not going to. It's not like he's a playmaker getting the primary assists all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of his assists, like 3/4 of his assists, were all secondary, and so his scoring is going to drop, and Carlson's just going to go whoosh. Anyway,
All right.
go on.
Next question here. Matt Lowe. When will the Sharks retire a jersey number, and who should be the first to have the number retired?
People have been talking about this. I don't think they should retire Marlowe, Thornton, Owen Nolan, Nabokov. I don't see it.
Well, so you could throw like 19 off there because he hasn't finished yet, right? Like,
Right.
But
Well, assuming they're retired, they're
I don't-
at the end of their retirement.
I don't think they
you
retire anyone's numbers unless they won a cup. If you start retiring 3 or 4 numbers, that's a lot of numbers you're taking away. Nobody's taking 99. That's already gone in the league.
right.
Nobody's taking... Like, there's numbers that you just don't...
66 usually you stay away
Yeah,
from.
except Ho Park in...
Yeah, but he got slapped for that one too.
That's so stupid.
Hossein.
I have no problem with taking 66.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask a different
Not
kind of
retired,
question
I
too.
guess,
If you win a cup, does the first retired number have to come from somebody on the team that won the cup?
That's what I think.
So you couldn't, like, if, like, you know, let's just go with Pavelski because that's an easy number.
Right.
Like, you got 8, right? He wins the cup with that, but they're not going to go back and be like, retire Owen's number or anybody else.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they should. I mean, it's almost like I had this picture. Maybe I'll post it later, so we'll talk about it in the show. I went to the Bruins game, right? And I took a picture of all their banners.
Yeah.
Their division banners is a banner for all the division wins with just the years on it listed. We have a banner for each division win. You know what I mean? That makes sense?
One more time.
They have one banner for
Okay.
the division wins. It's one banner with the years
the
that they
years.
won the
Yeah,
division.
yeah.
We have one banner for each year
year, yeah,
that we
yeah,
won the
yeah.
division. Who cares, right?
Right.
Then they have all the Stanley Cup banners, and they have all this other stuff. Then they have their retired jerseys and everything else.
Yeah.
At what point do the Sharks only have 3 banners up? One for division wins, one for President Trophies wins, one for Stanley Cup wins. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think you'd only have 3 banners up. I think you always
well, not for
spread them
Stanley
out.
Cups,
Yeah.
but imagine they're 30 division wins in 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Then what? Like, that's just a lot of banners for division wins. It's just silly. Anyway,
Yeah, I
I'm
agree,
I'm
but-
going off on a tangent, but
I agree, but you also want to have those hanging from. You don't want to have one banner hanging
Right.
from the rafters.
no, that's not
That
what I'm
looks pretty
saying.
weak, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, probably once they hit a certain number of accolades.
I mean, they probably had 3 or 4 banners
Yeah.
of division wins with the years listed on because they've been around forever.
yeah.
But I think you see teams like was it Nashville? Was it Nashville that had that banner of Western Conference, or was it St. Louis? I can't remember who it was. I think it was Nashville, Western Conference finalist. Like that's just silly. I don't
All right.
know.
I'm going to cut you off because we actually only have
Yeah.
5 more minutes here. Harley wants to know, assuming the Sharks extend to Carlson, do you think Pavelski will take a pay cut to stay? Also consider Meyer,
Yeah.
LeBanc, and others will need raises.
I don't know. I think Pavelski's done. I think this is his last year. I also think it would be a great year to transition into a new captain because he will be gone, and so we'll have a new captain, which would be Logan Couture. And I think Logan Couture was promised the captaincy so that he would take a lower salary already.
I think it kind of depends on if they do win a cup. If they don't win a cup and Pavs is in the same position that Thornton's in, then yeah, he probably takes a pay cut.
I don't think so. I think because Pavelski's 30, he'll be 35 next year.
Yeah.
It's one last
One
3-year
last big one.
contract, a big contract.
Sure.
I could see one more contract of him going 3 years. Then after that, it's every year.
See, I could see him signing another 3-year deal that's team friendly, so that you can get the rest of those guys signed and give him the best shot at getting a cup.
But look at Marlowe. He got, what, $6 million a year?
Yeah.
I think Pavelski can get $5 to $6 million a year.
Yeah,
and
he
the
probably
Sharks
could.
aren't going to do that.
He probably could.
But he's got to look out for his family, man. That's his last big paycheck.
He's got to look at how many millions of dollars has he already made?
It doesn't matter. Like, at that point, when they're done with their
Yeah.
season, their career.
Yeah.
Like they're not working anymore. Like that's their income. That's you want to make the most. It's like the complete
disagree on
opposite of
that.
the way most people work, where you work and get a bigger salary, and then retire at 60. Now you're working until 40, right?
Analysts, sports writers, TV stuff, radio stuff. There's lots
Is
of
he
things
that
he
kind
could
of
be
a personality?
I don't
Sure.
think. I don't know.
doing. Grow into it. Why
But
not?
not everyone goes into that. You know.
Yeah, sure.
Not
sure.
every player
I'm just
does
saying
that.
there's other opportunities.
So
that
most
comes out
players try to make the most amount of money that they can, and then
there. Yeah, no, I
especially
agree.
at the end of the season, end of the career.
I
Well,
agree.
real quick, I got to interrupt you
Yeah,
again. More goalie controversy because we got questions saying.
I was going to say
you
we
guys-
should add that up there.
At some point, do you think Aaron Dell will become like the new starting
No.
goaltender? Hold on. Does Jones have an NMC? Kind of ironic how how we shut out the Blues like they shut us out.
Yeah. I think it's great.
Blues out chances back to back. But in general, like I still think. I mean, like me, I heard through you guys, through other people, the coaches have said no. Jones is a starting
Yeah.
goalie. You know, no matter how good Dell plays. I think somebody else is saying like, did he earn a second start on Tuesday?
No.
You think Jones goes back in?
I think
He
it's
got the
hard to pull
shutout.
a guy after you give him after he gives you a shutout, especially since we've already seen Dell go back to back.
I didn't even look at the schedule. Who are they playing this next week?
I honestly
I meant
don't
to
know.
look that up.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's Edmonton.
Maybe then.
Why maybe then? Edmonton's a divisional team. Wouldn't you run and play your starter against the divisional team?
I think DeBoer will go back to Jones.
That's what I think too. I do think it's hard to pull a guy after he gives you a shutout and plays really well for you to not let him play the next game. But
I mean, the
1
other,
minute. Okay.
the
One
other
minute.
thing is we saw Dell take over as a starter last season for a little bit, and he
Yeah.
failed. Like,
Yeah.
not failed, but he wasn't playing like how he playing
Couldn't keep
lights
up.
out.
Yeah.
All right, last question here.
Yeah.
Well, one, someone confirmed that yes, it was. Colin Lee said yes, it was Nashville's. I guess their whatever it was.
We talked about it.
And
Yeah.
to go out on, what do you guys think? Quarter of the season in, almost. Who is the current team MVP? Probably.
I don't think Meyer anymore.
I was like
No,
Burns,
it's
maybe. Or-
Meyer cooled off. He's only
Yeah.
shooting 17%.
I know.
I
Oh,
saw
and
the
we're done.
regression coming.
You guys don't even get to answer.
We
No,
don't.
go ahead, real quick.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I don't know. It's
I'd say
a good
Burns.
team effort. That's all there is to say. It's a good team effort. I have nothing else to say.
We're gonna have to start this early next week.
Yeah.
Carlson.
Milker.
I think it'll be.
Jones.
All right. Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
See you later.
Sorry.
The bank.
We'll do more later. Bye.